Is it broken?
It's broken.
Really?
Yeah, broken scaphoid.
Scaphoid again?
Yeah.
Really? And how long you cannot ride?
6 weeks.
It happened during our summer road trip across British Columbia. We'd been on the road for about 2 months, riding about 4 or 5 days a week. We'd made our way as far east as Alberta, and then looped back around and started heading west. My friend James and his dog Chester had come out to meet us to ride some bikes. We had a good couple days riding out in the woods, and on the third day we decided to go check out an area that was new to both of us. I was stoked to ride because the area would be littered with rock slabs, something that I love. As we worked our way down the trail, I was feeling good. I was rolling through features on site. James and Yuka were taking it a little slower, but they were still riding everything. But as I rolled through this skinny, the trail claimed its first victim.
You okay?
Yeah.
Your bike just stopped?
Yeah, bike just came to a dead stop.
Yeah, that was weird.
I know.
You good?
I think so, yeah.
James was so focused on the skinny up ahead, he missed something on the trail that sent him over the bars. James doesn't crash much, but when he does, he usually rides away unscathed. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have that kind of luck today. The scaphoid is a small bone in your wrist that connects to your thumb. About the size of a cashew, it's a common bone for mountain bikers to break since we tend to go over the bars and fall on outstretched hands. It's also a pretty crappy bone to break since it has a poor blood supply and heals slowly. And unfortunately, I know all this because I've broken one 4 years ago at the Whistler Bike Park. I was riding with James on a trail called Schlayer. As we descended, there were 2 features marked drop, which I could roll through if I went slowly. But the third feature, actually a drop this time, was not marked as such. I tried to roll it, and I went over the bars. I had broken my left scaphoid that ultimately required surgery to place a titanium screw. And 4 months later, I was finally able to ride again. So, the morning after the crash, with that experience in mind, I had some concerns about my newly injured wrist.
So we're at the hospital now. I slept last night and it's actually swollen up a bit compared to my other one. So it's, I figure I should go get it checked out. It's not as bad when I broke this one. This was way worse than this is right now, but I hope it's okay. We'll see what the doctor says.
This is maybe the spiciest one so far. Actually, it's fine. But little did I know, the next feature would be a little too spicy. I'm trying to figure out which one's the spicier line. I think this is the spicier line. I always like looking at the more difficult options on a trail, even if it might be beyond my abilities. And although this one was on the limit, after a good looking over, I figured it would be okay. It was a rock slab with 3 steps in it. The first was relatively small, the second being larger and steeper, and the third, a rough one into a bit of a rut. And as often the case with features like this, the GoPro effect is real here. It's much steeper than it looks. And judging by the grass after the second step, the feature doesn't get a lot of use.
Not quite the same as Squamish.
Squamish is known for its extremely grippy rock slab. And while it's grippy here, it's a little less so. So, my strategy was to go as slow as possible at the top, because after each successive step, my speed would multiply, and I didn't want to be going Mach 10 by the bottom. I feel like if I just do it, it's going to be fine, but...
You okay?
Oh, I landed right on my gimbal. Smashed the GoPro.
How was that?
What the hell? That was a big one.
I think your tire just stopped.
Yeah.
Just stuck between the rock.
I was just trying to go as slow as possible. Like James's crash, I was so focused on what was coming up, I didn't realize there was a small depression in the rock, which was enough to stop my front wheel, sending me over the bars and down the cliff. That was stupid.
You okay?
Probably. My wrist is a little tweaked. I sure fell down that cliff though.
But maybe one by one, it's not bad. This one's not bad. This one's not bad.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, you just break it up and take it slow. I could probably ride through it. Yuka quickly identified the cause. A pretty innocuous looking low spot in the rock.
So maybe this little one here. Or like, it's not much, but
It's weird.
yeah.
But somehow, I wasn't feeling that much pain, and I hiked up to ride the beeline. Maybe my right wrist is gonna give me problems. And in fact, I rode out the rest of the trail, albeit slowly.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about my scaphoid here, but I don't know. Like, I can still hold on and move my thumb and stuff, so it might just be sprained wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel my chest the most, and then this
Your chest probably just, got hit from the...
I just went mash. Yeah. To get smooth footage from my videos, I wear what's called a gimbal on my chest. It stabilizes the camera and creates a nice angle behind the bars. But there's always been discussion among the mountain bike YouTube community about what would happen if you crashed on one of these. Well, I'm here to tell you that although the x-rays didn't come up with much, it hurts a lot more than my wrist. Coughing, sneezing, laughing, all provide a sharp pain, so there's a good chance there's something damaged in there. That, and the chest mount left a clear imprint on my chest. Ow.
Sad, yeah?
It hurts a bit. But there's not much you can do for a rib injury, you've just got to let it heal. Going to the hospital during a pandemic isn't really optimal, but with my previous experience in scaphoid fractures, I knew something wasn't quite right. So armed with a care card and a mask, I went in hoping for the best and expecting the worst. And a few x-rays later came the bad news. I had broken my scaphoid and I wouldn't be able to ride until mid-October. Well, my scaphoid's broken and it's going to be about 6 weeks in a cast. It's not fun, it's not going to be fun, but at least it's no surgery required, so... Oh man, this sucks. Unfortunately for me, I'm right-handed, which makes daily life kind of tricky. The cast is designed to restrict movement in my thumb in order to stabilize my scaphoid. Normal tasks like brushing my teeth or making a sandwich have become quite difficult. Editing videos and creating thumbnails have become pretty frustrating as well. But with all this time off the bike, I've got plenty of time on my hands and I intend to use it. And since we've been riding so much this summer, I've got a ton of footage from before this injury that I can turn into videos. So fear not, the riding content will continue and I'll give you updates on my injury along the way. And as much as this situation sucks, mountain bike injuries are to be expected, and to be honest, it could have been a lot worse. I'm happy to have gotten away injury-free for so long. But, as always, thanks for watching, and stay gnarly.